All right. Is Buzz out there?
He is. Hi, John.
Well, hello, Michigan. How are you?
Great.
Okay. You were interviewed likewise, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was, early afternoon.
Do you remember the call?
I do.
Of all the things that you were asked on that interview, which one got your attention the most?
I guess when they asked me why I wanted to do a home-based business.
Okay. And you told them supplemental income.
Yeah, supplemental income because of my age and my lack of retirement. I'd like to build that up a little bit.
Okay. So I take it financial freedom is pretty important to you?
Yeah, I don't need to be rich. I just need enough to supplement my retirement so my wife can quit working and we can just live a happy, normal life.
Okay. What kind of work do you do?
I've been in computers and software for about 40 years.
Oh, so you're a beginner.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you like about your business?
Well, I like finding out people's needs, what they need, what software can work for them, and how it might help and enhance their business and their life.
Uh-huh. So you like helping people?
I do. Yeah, I do.
With 40 years experience, I presume you've run across a rut or two in the road. What didn't you like?
Well, I don't like it when, I guess I get impatient with people. I have sometimes lack of patience with people when they don't understand and don't learn quite as quickly as I think they should.
How do you deal with that? Because that's a tough one for me. I mean, I don't have the patience of a rock, okay? So how do you deal with it? Maybe I can learn from you.
I push the mute button on my phone a lot.
Oh, you're one of those. All right. Okay. Why do you think you don't have patience? You think it's a focus issue, or what causes you to feel that way? Because that's interesting.
Well, I think I used to have more patience than I do now, and I'll get clients on the phone, and there's things that I think they should know, and they don't seem to be able to follow along and understand what I think they should already know, and I kind of get impatient with them.
Uh-huh.
I think the more I do it, the more impatient I get with people.
How does that affect your business?
As long as I'm quick with the mute button, it's okay.
Okay. All right. All right. When you were...
I do have the patience. I just have to struggle for it sometimes.
Okay. Do you procrastinate?
Yeah.
Now, why did I know that? Because people who have a short fuse, there's two more issues that go with that. They're all kissing cousins. Okay? And one of them is procrastination. Okay? The second one is procrastination. Do you know what the third one is?
No.
Desire. Sometimes you lose your motivation. Any truth to any of those?
Yeah, that happens. I guess that happens. That's happening more and more as the business matures and I mature.
Don't feel hurt because they all go together like, ice cream and chocolate syrup, okay? They're all kissing cousins. And as long as you acknowledge them, understand that this is an issue for you, we can fix it. 50% of the battle, though, is acknowledging it. Are you comfortable with acknowledging it?
Oh, sure.
Okay. All right. With all your experience, 40 years, that's a lot. What are you going to bring to your own work-from-home opportunity? What skills are you going to bring?
Well, I've given that some thought, and I think I do have the ability to introduce things to people. I get very excited and very enthused about talking to new people, finding out what they like, what they don't like, and trying to find. Again, I use some of my systems background to analyze to understand their needs and what they want, and I think I'm fairly good at that.
So you're comfortable working with people?
Yes.
Okay. What have you learned so far in your search for supplemental income? What experiences have you had? What have you accomplished? What do you know is the rut in the road or whatever? What's happened with you so far?
Well, I've talked to a lot of different people, and I've gotten a lot of phone calls, and I guess I haven't really found anything that I think will let me use my skills of my analysis skills, my needs analysis kind of thing to present a product.
All right. So are you the kind of person that likes things laid out for you in an easy to understand format? 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Oh, then you're left brain individual.
I'm sort of left and right.
Left and right. Well, I know about the right part. We already got that down pat. But there are people that are both left and right brain. So this is very interesting. You have both characteristics. That's quite rare.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, I didn't say anything. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. If there was a way of, let me put it this way. If there was another way of looking at working from home where you didn't have to lose your cool, so to speak, where you could be returning calls to prospects who asked you to call them, like you gave me permission to call you, for example, and they had already answered all the questions you had answered, and all you would do is have a conversation like what we're having, without any of the discomfort associated with having to be a salesman or a marketer and all that, hockey puck. Is that something that you could take a serious look at?
I think so, yes.
Okay. When you see yourself in your own business, what concerns come to your mind after 40 years in the business?
Well, you hit one of them, procrastination. I'll set goals, write them down, and then don't follow through, don't do them. They fall by the wayside until I forget about them. So
why does that happen? What's the reason behind it?
I don't know. If I could figure out the reason, I wouldn't let it happen.
So you make a plan, but you don't work your plan all the time. You just work it periodically. You work it if you feel good or if the sun's right or whatever. But when you plan your work, you don't work your plan all the time.
That's correct. Sometimes I'll even abandon it, start a new plan.
All right. When you don't work the plan, have you ever made a list of reasons why at the moment you stopped working it, what those reasons were?
No.
Okay. Well, that too is a kissing cousin situation. Okay? So if I give you one of the answers, please help me identify which ones fit you the best, okay? Number one, you really weren't sure about how you were going to implement or execute the plan, and when you got started, because you didn't have all of the I's dotted and the T's crossed, you lost your confidence, and so you said, I'm not going to finish this because you weren't comfortable in what you were doing, whether it was out of your comfort zone, or whether because you didn't know what was expected of you, or how you should be executing it. You couldn't dot all the I's and cross the T's, so you said, the hell with it, I'll make another plan.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is.
It is. And I'm not even clairvoyant. But see, those are all kissing cousins situations. And just so you know, I'm not that smart, Buzz. That is fundamental 101 profiling when you talk to people. One situation identifies another, and another one identifies another. And this can be addressed and you can be made comfortable as long as you have all of the pieces in front of you so you know what's expected of you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. What we've accomplished so far, do you have any questions thus far?
No.
No questions? Okay. I'm going to jump to the end of this here because we're getting a little repetitive. Buzz, is there any questions I should have asked you that you felt you wanted help with that I just didn't hear between the lines? And just go ahead. It's all right. You know, we all got broad shoulders here.
I think I just would like to know a little bit more about what the business is.
Well, we would have gotten to that at the end of the call. Okay. Okay.
No, I think no.
Okay. So I didn't leave anything out that left you feeling like I really he would have listened to me well enough, he would have asked me this specific question. Because I'm not going to bring it up, and if he can't figure it out, hell, I don't want to work with him in the first place. That type of thing.
We identified the prospect's true issue, the focus, the procrastination, making sure that the skill level, the desire level was there, and the 1, 2, 3 approach, and got the prospect back in control. Those were the issues that we went through the discovery process. If we hadn't hit the nail on the head, there's no business that would be appealing to this individual, regardless of how open he was or how easy he was to talk to. A chit-chat isn't going to do it. We had to dig until we discovered the real issues. More on later audios.